Greetings, family. This is IyapoNgina, otherwise known as the Rogue Black Girl, and it is 11:02. I'm kind of slow rolling this morning, but I wanted to take a minute to just kind of share some reflections on this fast, the solidarity fast that I did on Thursday in opposition to the holiday formerly known as Thanksgiving. So, one thing that happened, I was trying to plan like a little online, informal events thing, but 2 days before the day, Facebook shut both my Facebook pages down for hold on. For supposedly violating community standards, right? Then the day after Thanksgiving, they're like, oops, our bad. You didn't actually violate community standards, so we put your post back up. The post was just a repost of something that happened. Remember the missionary who decided he was going to give the poor colored folks on the island off the coast of India Jesus, and they ghosted his ass with arrows? Well, people made like 10,000 different memes off that event. And so it came through my memories, and I just reposted it on both my Facebook pages, and they shut my pages down. Anyway, I contested it and they put my post back up, but I didn't have the ability to post for a couple of days. So anyway, I wanted to just, I haven't really been doing a lot of lives because I've been processing a hell of a lot of information. I think most of you know I went to Florida on October 30th with the intention of coming back in 3 days, and I didn't come back for 2 weeks. And then last weekend, a week after I got back, I turned right back around and went back to Sedona for 2 days. So it's just been a lot of processing of downloads since I've been back to California. But I have a lot to share with you. I just wanted, to be at the opportune time. So just this particular live is just about what happened on my fast, and just to check in with people who had reached out to say that they were going to participate in the fast as well. So today I'm cooking, and I want to be clear, and somebody brought this to my attention and I appreciated that. The food, it's not about the food. It's not about, opposing, the food. The food is traditional food. So if you want a traditional, quote, Thanksgiving dinner the day after the fast, do that. So somebody raised that with me. Well, I just go because of the food. And I was like, I love the food too. The thing is can we do this, what is really a small gesture, to demonstrate in the real world that we give a damn about the lives and the plight of Indigenous people. That's all. And if we do, then we can postpone our eating for another day. So it's a statement that has to be made, and I'm going to continue. I've been doing this since 2008. I am going to continue every year to really challenge people. And my challenge is really to non-Indigenous people. I don't presume to tell Indigenous people how to deal with this holiday. That's on them, and that is their decision, and that is their right. I do not impose that. What I am calling this is a solidarity day, a solidarity fast. So who I am challenging is Africans, Asians, Mexicans, white people, to show up for Native Americans. That is what this particular day I am doing every year, is challenging people to demonstrate solidarity, not to condemn Indigenous people for how they choose to deal with that day. That's between them. This is they shit. This they land, right? Now, of course, there are a lot of people who already do these acts of opposition to the day, right? Thanks taking and, no thanks, no giving and all of these things. And that's cool. But to me, and I've said this before in other videos and in my posts, like, we got to kick this shit up a notch, yo. Like, we're talking about creating a new world while we still got one foot dabbling in the traditions of our oppressor. Yeah, we can't do that. You understand? Like, in my estimation, if we know that our enemy uses emotionalism and tugging at our heartstrings and creating tradition that gets us trapped in this loop of supporting and maintaining capitalism, then it seems to me, in my estimation, we need to be creating revolutionary traditions. We need to be creating decolonizing traditions. We need to be creating traditions of dual and contending power. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when I got married, this was a long time ago, but when I got married, I married, a revolutionary. And so for us, we were like, all right, we actively sat with each other and talked about how we were going to create these traditions, not just for us and our family, but as we're doing political work and developing events, how are we going to begin to acclimate people to breaking ties with imposed traditions, because now we have presented something new as a tradition. So for us, we said, okay, we don't celebrate Valentine's Day, right? So what are we going to do or present in opposition to Valentine's Day for us? And so we chose a couple in history that we felt like personified the quality of our relationship. And we say, okay, this is the day that we are going to celebrate and demonstrate our revolutionary love. So we chose Marcus Garvey and Amy Jacques Garvey. Their wedding day is our Black Love Day, right? What I just started doing this year, I debated about it. I didn't even debate about it. I just, missed the vote last year. But what I did this year was, for my birthday, instead of having this expectation of receiving gifts on my birthday, I sent my mother a gift card for an unsaid amount of money, celebrating the day she became a mother. Instead of Mother's Day, which has been given to us, I celebrated my Mother's Day the day she became a mother, which was the day she gave me birth. I'm the oldest, right? Like, that is a practical way that we can begin to transform traditions. We can begin to break ties with capitalist traditions, right? And the only purpose of them is to exploit. I'm sorry. I know it makes you feel good. I know you get all warm and fuzzy inside, but every single institution given birth to by this system upholds and maintains this system. We have a responsibility to break ties with that shit and recreate something new and make it pop, make it flashy, make it awesome, make it some shit people will get down with. Kwanzaa was weird when it first popped off, but now you can't go nowhere from the 26th of December to the 1st of January and not be completely surrounded by images of Kwanzaa. That took time, right? It took time to win people's collective consciousness to the legitimacy of this idea. And we have a responsibility to do the same thing all the time. So I don't celebrate Mother's Day on, quote, Mother's Day. I celebrate my mama's day that she became a mother on my birthday. So from here on out, I will be giving her gifts on my birthday instead of expecting gifts for my birthday. So, those are just a few things that we can do. Like, I celebrate the winter solstice. I celebrate the equinoxes and the solstices, right? What else? Like instead of Easter, you feel me? I celebrate the spring equinox. I don't just celebrate the spring equinox. I usually do some form of asceticism during that month just to prepare for the equinox. So these are just, you know, you make it what you want. But for us to be claiming to be world changers, revolutionaries, healers, artists, musicians, whatever the hell we call ourselves on any given day, to be falling in line with the same old decadent ass shit that's on its way out any goddamn way, we are missing the boat. It's our responsibility to set the standard. It's creatives, you see? We are the ones that interpret the world for everybody else. We are the ones that give voice to the world for everyone else. It's our responsibility to change the narrative. It's our responsibility to create the new. It's our responsibility to give vision to human beings for what the world has the potential to look like, right? So that's, you know, that's why the fast resonated with me instantly. You understand? That's why I always go public with my intentions to fast on Thanksgiving. There's nothing innocent that emerges from this. Well, we just do it to give thanks. We just do it because we want to get together with our families. We just do it because we have the day off. But I'm telling you, this year really handed us the opportunity to uproot and undo every single decadent tradition, institution, everything that we had been complaining about all this time for 100 years. This year made effortlessly the ability for us to do that and offer something new, offer the world something new, create a vision that people could be invigorated by and believe in. You understand? So are we doing that, or are we tolling the bell? That's the question that we have to ask ourselves. How serious are we about wanting to change the world? Is it just some shit we do on the weekends because we make us feel good? Or are we really in this shit, yo? Are we really trying to change this thing? And if we are, what are we willing to do? What are we willing to do, baby? We keep talking about giving birth to the new age. The new age is just around the goddamn corner, yo. 4 weeks. That's what you got. You understand? You have 4 weeks to set a trajectory, to aim with intention, to aim with a pure heart. You understand? To aim with integrity. To say, this is the direction I want to see humanity go in. You understand? But if you uphold and attempt to rescue the dead and dying, decadent demons of the past, we are bound to repeat that shit. You understand? Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so, yeah, I just want to, acknowledge the land that I am currently residing on, which is Tongva Chumash land, and acknowledge the land that we call United States of America, aka Turtle Island, aka probably 1,000 names that our indigenous predecessors gave the land. You understand? I want to say that every year for the rest of my life, not only will I fast on Thanksgiving like I always do, that will always be a challenge I make to people, but I will participate in every way possible to make sure that indigenous people get their shit back. Damn sure will. Damn sure will. Be mad if you want to. If anybody out here mad about that, then it means you don't know who I am, if you think you do. I will never be in a position, I will never put myself in a position to want something for myself and my folk that I don't want for every colonized person out here. Fiji, I want them to have their goddamn land back. You know what I'm saying? The Aboriginals of New Zealand, the Aboriginals of Australia and the Maori of New Zealand, I want them to have their shit back. You understand? The Mexica, the Azteca, the Inca, I want them to have their shit back too. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll even tell you something. Them pre-colonial, earth living, earth worshiping, goddess worshiping Europeans. I want them to have some integrity back. I want them to get shit cracking with their own pre-colonial pre-colonial European indigenous ancestors. You understand? But I want the world, we talk about a world without borders, but it can't happen until people have sovereignty. That you can't skip that step. You cannot skip sovereignty for human beings, which has been taken from them to create a borderless world, a world without borders, a world where people can feel free to go to and from without invading someone's goddamn sovereignty. So I want everybody to have their shit back. That has to happen first before we can even come to the table and talk about what this world without borders is going to look like for everyone. And sovereignty has to be the center of that, you see. So some of the other things that have happened, this full moon eclipse, this lunar eclipse coming up on Monday. So I've been, putting my hands on people as a healer for quite some time now, a long time. I think this is going on 12 years, direct hand contact on human beings, and incorporating herbalism into that process. 20 years maybe that I've been doing healing work. And I want to tell you, the other thing that I'm telling people in the weeks to come about powering up, about seizing this universal heavenly opportunity to cash in on the abundance of the universe. I ain't preaching to you. You understand? I'm coming to you as a scientist and as a spiritualist. Okay? This is the end of the old age. This is the end of the Piscean age. Y'all gonna hate to hear it, but Jesus is dying because Jesus is the solar personification of his journey through the age of Pisces. And his age, when he was born, began at the end of the great year. We are not just approaching the end of an age in a few weeks. We are literally closing the end of the great year, which is 26,000 years. That's why all of these astronomical anomalies happening in this year, happening in our lifetime, the lifetime of those of us who knew we would be conscious, thinking, spiritually enlightened human beings at this moment, at this time. Because we have the foresight, we have the power to make an impact on the planet. That doesn't take 20 years to execute, doesn't take 60 years. God damn it, we can make this shit pop instantly if we cash in on the rest of this year. Because I posted some articles on my Facebook page I want you to take the time to read today if you don't do nothing else. What I posted on my Facebook page, people, is what I have been talking about. Jesus, and the articles say this, Jesus is a metaphor, is an avatar for the solar deity, the sun, and its movement, one, through the astrological signs, and two, through its slow, patient, backwards walk through the procession of the equinoxes. Pisces is the last house. And we are in a position to close that out. Entering into the age of Aquarius on December 21st, 2020. It is an epic time to be alive. And so I will say this, be mindful. It's so difficult because every day the media is just creating some debacle to get us down and give us the blues, and we stressed out because of the holidays. I say for the first time in your life, just don't give way to that. Keep your shit upbeat. I play music every day. I have not watched any type of movie entertainment in well over a month, deliberately, because I cannot afford to give any mind space to negativity in these next few weeks. Not if I'm trying to pull off jack moves I'm trying to pull off in the next few years. I'm gonna need spirit, I'm gonna need universe, I'm gonna need Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter on my side when this shit pops on December 21st. You understand? So no, I can't give no space to that. The only last challenge, and it's a hard work for me. I don't know why I get so enraged in the car, but I'm really, really meditating in the car these days. Playing music as high frequency and upbeat as I possibly can, so I'm not flipping. Because Californian drivers, oh my God. Just oh my God. Okay? Just oh my God. And so I really do have to be a lot more zen when I'm driving, at least for the next 4 weeks. So anyway, I don't think I'm rambling, but I may be. But whatever. Listen, the downloads are coming through. Monday is a big energy day. And so I also want to tell people, the reason I mentioned the whole healer thing is because I have been telling people that I know personally or that I've been working with as a healer that there are very specific days you want to cash in on. If you want to do X, Y, and Z, you may need to see me. So I have been very diligent about telling clients, schedule your treatment for this lunar eclipse. Schedule your treatment for this solar eclipse coming up on the 14th. Schedule your treatment for these very specific days that are power days, especially if your treatment isn't just about, my low back hurts, but you actually want to release, let go of baggage, unburden, uproot, reveal, right? If you want clarity, if you want peace, if you have heart wounds that need healing, baby, get your life right. And it don't have to be me. You go to any healer you want to, but I'm just saying, this is what I'm telling people that are close to me. You need to see me on power up days. You might as well pull out all the stops. So, what else? My last trip to Sedona, which was last weekend, was epic, just like the week before. And I'll just say, I'm going to be offering some things over the next few weeks. I don't know how. I'll probably just post on my Instagram and Facebook page, but I got a lot of beautiful gems, both from Sedona and from the Smoky Mountains in Arkansas when I went to go dig for crystal quartz a few weeks ago. Massive pieces of, you know what, let me just show y'all one real quick. I got, excuse me, massive clusters. I haven't even cleaned them yet. I haven't cleaned the soil off of them yet. Massive clusters of crystal quartz. I don't know how clear that is, but huge, right? Massive. You can't see the sparklies in this. Massive. This is bigger than my hand. Massive clusters of crystal quartz that I dug out of the mountains in Arkansas a couple weeks ago. And then I also got some vortex water from Sedona, where they have a spigot out of one of the vortexes literally coming out of the side of the mountain, and people will be lined up all down the road to get water, vortex water out of the side of the mountain. You understand? And then I also, Spirit was like, well, if you think these crystals are powerful, why don't you grab up some of that red clay that gave birth to these crystals? So I took a big box about that big and filled it full of red clay. So I'll be making some really nice gems to send out to people. So you'll be getting more information on that. And I just have a lot of things in the works and just wanted to kind of sum up. It was a really good day, Thursday. I was successful in my fast. My grandkids spent the day with me. It was just a great day. So today I'm cooking. I am cooking mixed greens and black eyed peas, and I'm making a broccoli, potato, quinoa, and cheese casserole. And that's what I'm cooking. So I'm gonna get to it because I have to meet my daughter, my grandchildren here soon, and yeah. All right. So maybe I'm gonna be. Oh, one more thing. I'll make the announcement tomorrow. I have a podcast that I'm hosting, a podcast that starts on Tuesday. So I'll give you more details about that. And I'll probably be reading another book to you guys here soon. All right. So that being said, it's IyapoNgina, otherwise known as Rogue Black Girl. See you later. Power up on to the age of Aquarius. Here we go. Countdown.